So hello everyone and welcome back to some more Disco Elysium, and last time around we talked for a very long time with her after all, so let's check with our companion, as in Kim, what he is thinking about the situation.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. I know, I'm sorry, it would have gone better if I would have the patch. How did you hope it would go? Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer as to be her henchman. Really, I thought it was going so well. Well enough, but I don't know how I was supposed to exactly stop that situation from happening. When I don't have the goddamn patch. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along. Or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. I'm sorry, Kim. He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation. I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. I'm sure you will, Detective. So, what do you propose? That we don't investigate the truck trafficking? No, if there is a reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on the take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate. Briefly. He adjusts his glasses, but do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information the lynching. That makes sense. It's not like if we investigate something like that, it's not supposed to be something that we would report straight to them. So, we could just, find my badge too, but... Oh, he nods slowly. That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your patch is 8 by 6 centimeters. The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence. God damn it. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her red raincoat and before she looks at the ripples on the water's surface. All around you, rain keeps falling down on the wooden boards she's standing on and on the water around you. I gotta use the coat like that, the rain is freezing. Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. She gives the material another pat. What I can do for you is answer some questions, nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking, could you? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal P to smuggle raw ingredients from the Sumerian Isola into Revanchol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years. Ingredients for what, ma'am? Meth and dextroamphetamine, GPL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revanchol through the terminal. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Chambra Quarter, north of here. Wildbine seems to be, well, apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the products? Sells trucks, I mean. We're in logistics. It's our business to know, and no. As far as the company knows, the union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. And you want us to investigate? Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everett and the dock workers' union. Still, she raises her bony finger, every chain has its weak link. If we can find it. The handoff, the motor lorries at the roundabout. Motor lorries, yeah, the lorries. Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. And once they reach Shamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. She gives you a knowing look. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. It's no coincidence that the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, she pauses, look into the sea. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. She looks north. Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Fremont Shoal, not the east across the river, but the west, the vulnerable, the weary. A gold thread rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets from Martinez to Shamrock. In the traffic you hear the clinging of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth clattering in the gold? Shake it off. Shiver. Fucking misery. Sure. A lot of it, she nods. It comes in from large Samarian factories. In South Safre, Sike and Xianyao. The literates they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic. Well, at least it solves one mystery. What is that, Lieutenant? Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage. Yeah, at least it explains that. I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kitsuraki, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. So, what proof do you have that the union is involved? How do you think they are financing the strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight. Kinda true. There was a shakedown on the local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it. With all due respect, to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for trucks? Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. Then loaded onto lorries and driven to Shamrock. You simply need to find one driver who'll open up to you. It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she'd clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in. Definitely a no. So why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? We did on more than one occasion. Apparently there's some sort of a inter-pressing disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under. That is definitely true. We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence. Well, she smiles, points towards the roundabout. Here's your chance, officers. Okay, so we've made up our mind about the smuggling investigation. Yes. We will take this case, probe the driver, see what it yields. Excellent. She takes a long sip of tea. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. Okay, so only a few more days, so definitely not that much time on this though. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Well, nothing more than just this. By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare. You have? She smiles carefully. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Beautiful and just, yeah, totally. I didn't. Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Oh wait, actually, she answers her own question. Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth. She looks at the ground and nods. The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy, I hope you understand. The Elysium does not pick sides. Of course, and I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I am not a corrupt worm myself. She turns to you, however, if you felt like discussing something. How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural, we would only be. She smiles, gossiping. Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. Tell her she'll like you for it. I don't wanna say that. I try to talk about something else for now, if you don't mind. Of course, detective, she simmers down. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? Of course, maybe she could try to help me find my freaking gun. I don't know. I have to think about it. Of course, detective. Take care. Well, we gained at least a level up. Some more experience too, but 1 level up. Just a big question, what the heck do we do with our level up? There's so many goddamn new thoughts I would wanna be doing and getting going on. I would also love to get one more of, for example, goddamn cops, cause there was that one thing that I was about to ask her. Maybe I should take that. Connect to station 41, understand cop culture. So, very spirit of policing. You'll be very hard of the police force, not only willing and able to oblige to take a bullet for your partner, however, without espers the cops, you'll be flying blind. So, I would like to level up it only for the reason that there's this woman would have had that thing that I would have loved to be able to do, so maybe I need to take it just so that I can freaking do that, because it's so annoying. So goddamn annoying to have failed that. Of course, it means that then I don't have more level ups yet. I am at least relatively close to a level up, so that's cool. And this wouldn't have been something I would have necessarily otherwise chosen, but...
What can I help you with?
Reality, can I now freaking succeed in this? It's still only 83% chance, so we'll see. I guess we'll see. What is... Finally. God damn, check success. Alright, legendary success. God damn, when I have to roll so poorly before. 6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Docks, Junior Officer Shat Tilbrook takes aim at the rapid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner Emmy Mullins whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" Yes, he lost his mind. Tilbrook transfers fingers on the trigger. Don't worry, Emil. He pulls on it slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. They're talking about me, eh? I don't know. We always do. So what am I in? We'll find it again. We always do. What am I? You are the officer of the RCM, she says energetically. The revanchal citizen militia. Preciso mundo. Good. And what is the revanchal citizens militia? Nothing more, no less than the de facto law enforcement's body of post-revolutionary revanchal detective. Yes. The lieutenant steps in to make a gesture encompassing you both. We are the revanchal citizens militia. You said de facto? Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. What do you mean? The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Alignment Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital. All 3 are good to know. The lieutenant looks up from his notes. When we're out policing. So emergency favor and ailment acts. No. So I'm basically a lackey of capital. There's nothing basic about your role, detective. It's true the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. She leans in. Yet on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you. Why? The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revanchol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The ASEAN restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens initiative. She smiles. They will never forgive you. So we got peace when they couldn't. That's somewhat of an exaggeration, the lieutenant interjects. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revancholians get to keep the peace in Revanchol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it, he coughs. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue. Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revanchol. Thank you, ma'am. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help. She bows and smiles. I didn't ever tell you that I lost my gun, so I would like to be addressing that. I never told you I lost my gun, I mean that drinking. I didn't ever say that I drank myself to oblivion. I never said that. What was the RCM again? So I'm basically a troll to foreign interests? There's nothing basic. Okay, so that at least doesn't seem like it gave anything different as a answer. But it was there, visible like that, so kind of felt like asking, but can't ask that, of course. That I cannot ask more of. Now it's just a good question. What would I do then next? The question is that, do I want to tell about the gun? Maybe not now then. That's all for now. Thank you very kindly. So, we didn't gain enough experience. I was hoping that maybe I could even gain enough experience for another level up, but not sadly yet. Which means we have a lot of freaking thoughts that we ain't gonna be getting yet, but I still don't wanna be taking these away, because this was about me able to stop drinking. I wanna do that, and then this is about, well, you know, you know what it's about. Just so many new thoughts, which is kind of the issue. But hey, at least otherwise we are in a relatively decent spot. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago, and of course it might not have been the best that I chose what I did, as in choosing the goddamn, you know, the goddamn cops Esperanto this skill to increase, because it wouldn't have been the one that I would have wanted to increase, other than the fact that I wanted to know where that would lead me. At least this should be high enough a skill for almost anything now, which, like, of course I can invest so many points into this that I guess I really should try to do something like that, but it's difficult sometimes. What about in here then? This looks at least like a perfect place to draw something. Why am I looking at this goddamn wall? Cynthia's artistic impulses are infectious, yeah, but what the heck am I supposed to do? On the side of the apartment building, yeah. Well, I would need to take some more conceptualization anyways for something else, so I guess I, in that sense, might as well try, but seems kinda useless. Hey, we finally got here. I can talk to her from this direction, I guess. Ay. So weird to be on this side. Hello, you, who I forgot to talk about back in the day.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
I did kinda sneak up on you. Logic error, she's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out?
Are you sleeping right now, though? Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever, she hisses. But it's true, you're not sleeping, so how could I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so there's people there too. Can I talk to you? Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, subtle voice. Subtle voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Uh-huh. Visual calculus. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view on the full thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you, though.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay. Looks like you've got a good view of the whirling backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I can tell that you finally got him down, thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards. What are we doing last Sunday? What were you doing last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with his cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? No. Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? I'm pretty sure I didn't. No, not you, he gestures idly. Some more muscular type. Uh-huh. The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? The only muscular gentleman that comes into my mind is the guy who indeed was our racial mentor, plus then the fact of taking the body down from the tree. That's the only muscular guy that comes into my mind. So they would have investigated how much would have people here seen and all that stuff? Last week, I don't know, look. He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets, the old patio chairs, and dead house plants, and all the neighboring windows are black. A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene. You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday? He sighs. I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. Sunday friend, eh? A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Yeah, probably something like that. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile in the neighboring window sills. So what's your name? Can you tell me your name? My name is Martin Martinez. Totally. I so believe that. Martinez is the goddamn location, so I highly doubt that. Rhetoric medium failure. Martin Martinez, good local name. Let's go with that. Yep, totally. Rhetoric fail. We'll talk later then. No, we won't. He takes one last track of his cigarette before stopping it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss. The only good thing is that we learned that the muscular guy has been also going and asking questions here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Convince him to stay, sure. Let's try. Yes! This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen, lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion, and a hint of understanding. There's no catering on his hair and on his shoulders, a speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame. When he speaks again, his voice is soft and deliberate. I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you are looking for. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. But hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. Stone placed right next to the front door. Interesting. It's a sign. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. That's a stone right there. Hugh's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Temnens like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway. He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign, did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass. I do see it. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartments. Great, let's do that. A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. Wow, key to apartment building. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. Amazing. This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can't be in any of them. How are we going to find the right one? We'll just have to go in and see. Yay, that's important stuff though. A garden hose. This wouldn't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Orange bomb had reaction speed, minus rhetoric though. Yeah, I could have climbed up from there. could I? Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Door, basement apartment. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. That's probably the door Everett mentioned. We still need to get the key from the Manana first, though. Okay, so this would be the place where Everett wanted us to come. Good to know. Good to know. At least I know that now. So, if we want to go and do that, we can. I'm not certain if I do, but maybe, maybe not. Should we go here? I guess we might as well. I guess we might as well. At least we have a key. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to have been able to do the succession. I really like those empathy skills and all of that stuff for a certainty. Eviction notices and missing beds are plastered on top of each others. Flip up glasses, the auditor. Ah? Yes. Yes, thank you. I definitely like visual calculus. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Of course. Also, I would always need to remember which things give me what, because if I had remembered that there was -1 trauma from this, that might have helped me quite a bit in maybe doing the trauma thing a little bit better if I remembered this goddamn thing. But what can you do? You don't always remember the things you should remember, because that's why I put a point into trauma specifically. Well, what can you do? This as it is. So many things we would need. Balcony from there. Kind of interested to go and try to visit there too. Let's see about this location though. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These old shoes come in 3 different sizes. Interesting, so I would assume that's a family. So that could be a sign that that's not the correct door, right? I just opened the door. Okay, this is just a bathroom. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Okay, some cash. I don't mind the cash. I don't mind the cash one bit. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. That isn't just a 5-pointed star, it's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Inspect the symbol closer. The star and the antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Massow and the communists during the revolution. Even today, a half a century after, the star and the antlers retain the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is the star upside down? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. What's the deal with the antlers then? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. Okay. What does it evoke in me? Damn, it's Morale. Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings, impoverished students remains in dirty hallways. Yep. Postcard. Ah, this is from the other side, isn't it? I get here, goddamn woman who stopped me from coming in this place previously. Clearly, that must be the case. But I think this is an okay point to end then this episode. We'll explore this area more for the next time around, and hopefully I get more experience and can add some more thoughts into my things. I wanna check these all through too as well properly, but considering I still wanted to go through this, then why not? What's the point of changing them? If I want to be able to have this, then why not? Of course, like this is definitely something I want to keep because it's nice that we can raise the perception. Not sure about that. I don't need this really. It was something I needed at the time, but I don't need it anymore. This is okay. I like the conceptualizing. Rhetoric raised to 5 isn't that big of a deal. +1 conceptualization I do still like. Then rigorous self-critique. Not sure. It's not that amazing, but it's fine. It's not the worst thought. The worst thought is indeed this one, but this is probably the next worst thought. Not much point having it, so to speak, but what can you do? Well, you have no idea what sort of these thoughts are when you're first going through them. But okay, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed some more Disco Elysium, and I'll see you for more next time around. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.